Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Now with Great Millstone Borderland Saints. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all honor and all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Also double honors to the head apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all sincere brethren who are teaching, all right? Keep teaching, keep preaching, and keep believing. Most of all, keep believing, all right? Remember to hold on to your faith. Now, we'll be taking our lesson here from Isaiah, the 34th chapter, okay? We're just going to go into that scripture, into that chapter there. Not going to be a long video, be a short one actually, but one that I think the 144,000 will take as living waters for the body. Okay, all right, because the Lord told us to prophesy. Okay, so we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to prophesy, and we're going to give good, glad tidings unto you. All right, because we're living in a time where the Lord is wrapping things up speedily. Okay, and it says, no man knows when the Lord is going to come and appear, because it said that he would come as a thief in the night. So we don't know when he could come in. The Lord can come, seriously, he could come tonight. All right, we got to be ready. You see, you can come tomorrow night. You can come a year from now. You can come 2 years from now. You see, he may come a month from now. But whatever the case, we have to be ready. All right, he told us to be ready, all right, so that we can receive this blessing that he promised to Abraham. All right, and we're looking forward to that. We're moving by faith, all right, having a hope, a strong hope in the Lord that he will do what he said he would do. What did he tell us he would do? He told us he would redeem us, see? So he's already did the work. See, the Lord already, our power, Yahweh already sent his son, you see, out of great love for his wife, the Israelites, all right? And all we got to do is believe and do his will. That's all he asks for us to do. So simple, but sometimes can be so hard because we're living in this flesh, you see. And sometimes we can go off without thinking about it. All right, that's the reason why we have Yahweh Shai, all right, to cover us. He's already prayed for those of us that he's going to save. And we should be begging that we be that in that number, you see. So that's what the Lord, that's what we should be begging for, praying and asking the Lord, and not only for ourselves, but for our brethren. Okay, you got some brethren that you're dealing with on a regular basis. What manner of love have the Lord bestowed upon us that we should be called the sons of the Most High. So we should be praying for one another, especially those of the household of faith. And it goes here and says, Isaiah 34th chapter, the wilderness and the solitary place shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose. It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice even with joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon shall be given unto it, the excellency of Carmel and Sharon. They shall see the glory of the Lord and the excellency of our power. Okay, so our power is the God of Israel, all right, the creator of all things. You see, and it says, strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees. All right, that's what Yahweh Shai told Peter, feed my sheep. All right, so when, in order for the body to live, it has to have food, okay? In order for it to live, and water, So that's what we're doing. We're feeding the sheep manna from heaven and living waters. Okay, that's what we're giving. We're feeding the sheep this holy word. All right, these laws, commandments, statutes. All right, admonishing one another in these judgments of the Lord. Okay, teaching and instructing one another on how to please Yahushua. All right, that's what he told us to do. See, so Yahushua, he wants us to please the Father. That's what he set out to do. That's what we should be doing. It says, strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. So you don't have to fear the devil. Don't worry about what he's doing. He's going to do what he's going to do. We're going to do what we do. You see, greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. All right. So we're going to do double time, you see, put in a double effort to do his will. Why? Because the devil, he doing what he going to do. You see, with no shame. All right. And it says, behold, your power will come with vengeance, even Yahweh with a recompense. He will come and save you. All right, that's what he promised to do. You see, now we can go over and show you and tell you what the Lord has purposed. You see, we can go over there to Zephaniah, I believe it is 14 and 12. You see, let's just take a quick look over there real quick. Excuse my voice. Seems to be having. We're going to go to several scriptures right here together. We're going to start at Zephaniah 3 and 8. And it says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my furious anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy, you see. So that's what we're looking forward to. All right. The Lord giving a recompense to our enemies. Okay. Because the Lord is jealous over his wife. He loves his wife. All right. He loves his bride. You see. He already made a way for her from the beginning of time. Before he established the heavens and earth, the Lord knew us. But we didn't know him. But he knew his wife, you see, because he had chosen his royal diadem, this beautiful bride, you see. And it says, for then will I turn to the people a pure language, and they may call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. So that's what we do. We call on his pure name. You see, Yahweh. Okay. That's the bridegroom. All right. And Yahushua, the son of Yahweh, whom he's giving all power over his throne and all the works of everything that he's created. You see, he's giving that power to Yahushua. All right. And then we're going to be up under a king too, you see. King David, the tabernacle of King David, you see. So that's the beautiful thing. The King of Kings and King David, you see. That's the beautiful thing. We just have to fall right in line the way the Lord has organized things. All right, for the 144,000 elect of Israel. All right. And it says, in that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou, in that day thou not, it says, in that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then will I take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in their pride. You see, so who is that talking about? Your oppressor, Esau. The Lord said, I'm going to take away, you see, out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride. And thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain. You see. So the Lord said, I'm going to get rid of you sitting in pride. You can't be up here in the kingdom with me. You see. Because this mountain is a holy mountain. Only righteousness can dwell here. So if you're evil, you're not going to be able to dwell there. All right. Whether you be a wicked Israelite, or whether you be of Esau, of the other nations that serving false gods. Okay. Sun and the moon, and people are serving all kind of false gods. Some of them straight out serving the devil. They so wicked. Okay. You know, got Satan worshipers and witches and warlocks, you see. People committing heresy, you see, against this doctrine. And you know, wickedness is so strong and so powerful because they don't believe that the Lord exists. You see, they don't believe that Yahweh exists because of the Lord showing mercy to them. All right. But when the mercy runs out, then they gonna know. All right. When the Lord bring that World War III and bring those nuclear weapons and they get caught up as stubble, then they gonna know, you see. They gonna know. And then it goes on to say here, we're gonna go over here to Zechariah 14 and 12 and expound on that a little bit more. Bear with me. Try to make this quick. This is Zechariah 14 and 12, and it reads, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Okay. You see. So the Lord's bringing judgment. And we're hoping that we don't be part of that judgment. You see. So we have to keep a meek and humble spirit, stay out of pride, keep the faith. All right. Do the Lord's will. That's all he asks for us to do, is to be holy and righteous. And the simplicity to that. We have to stop and think about how to do that. Okay, we have to stay away from malice, envy, and strife, and revelings. Okay, murder, lying, stealing, all of those things that are against his holy will. All right, because the Lord, he's not dealing with us if we are doing that. Okay, what we should be doing is preaching this word, prophesying. You see, it's written in Ezekiel, I believe it is 35 and 2. The Lord said, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. See, so we go prophesy against Mount Seir. All right, prophesy against those wicked Edomites and Amalekites. You see, prophesy against those great cities sitting out there. Okay, this country, the North country, you know, that stands in its pride as the eagle. The Lord said, prophesy against Mount Seir. It says, and I will lay, this is Ezekiel 35 and 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had no end. You see, that's what Esau has been doing. Enslaving you, brought you into slavery, all right, beating you with the rod and all of that, murdering you by the millions, you see, oppressing you, because it was in their power to do it by the sword. All right. So the Lord's angry with the devil. All right. And he's going to pay this devil double for the wickedness that he has done. It says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You see, that's what the Lord said that he's going to do to your enemy. See, Esau, he stands in great pride. All right, stealing whenever he feels like it from different nations. We see that happening where he goes over there and blow a hole, boat off the water, you see, because he had the power of the sword to do it. You see, that's what he's doing in the world. Been over in Africa stealing diamonds and gold and stuff like that. You see, Queen Elizabeth, before she died, they buried her with a big diamond they stole out of Africa. Big old diamond sitting up in the grave. She can't take it with her because it belongs to Yahweh. See, now she's sitting out there black and dark as dirt. You see, she dead. The Lord put her in the ground. The diamond's still sitting out there in the earth. You see, but she didn't return to the dust. So she wasted her time all those years, you see, fighting and stealing and killing and murdering and going on, you see. And then what happens to us? She's sitting out there as black as a nigger could be. You see, and they still calling her, oh, she in the history books as a queen. She does. She returned to the dust. Dust you came and dust you gonna return to. All the wicked. All right, the Lord said, blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they faint that are slain with the sword. You see. So he that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. You created those nuclear weapons is going to be your death. All right. And it says, and I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Okay. You didn't believe why I left you some mercy. You didn't believe. Now you're going to face the dust, and you're going to be the stubble, you see, when I bring death and destruction on you for your wickedness. I'm talking to you, Esau now. You know who he is. I had to call him out. You see, they got their Federal Bureau of Investigation watching these videos, so they know who they are, you see. Got their military sitting out there, you see, all over the world. But the Lord say, my word is going to stand, not yours. Your kingdom is going to end because I'm the creator of your kingdom. I'm Yahweh. I'm the God of Israel. All right. And what I've created, I'm going to destroy. You see? What good does it do for you to live on the earth just to be destroyed? That makes no sense. That's a lack of knowledge. That's the dumbest thing you could do. You see, is to stand against the God of Israel. That's really, really ignorant. And you're supposed to be having doctor's degrees and billionaires and all, you know, you about to get $1 trillion. You see, and you wicked. The Lord's gonna burn out you and that money. Everything you own is gonna be burnt down to the ground. Go back to the dust, because it's not yours in the first place. But you ignorantly will go out there and steal, you devils. I'm talking about the devils. They know who I'm talking about, the elites. You see, billionaires and trillionaires and devil worshipers. You see out there stealing and killing and committing genocide. You know who you are. See, the Lord said, I'm going to deal with you over that. All right. It says, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of their hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. All right, so the Lord's talking. You see, using his manservant to let you know what he's going to do to you. Or burn you out. You see. And you're not going to have a comforter. I'm not going to feed you my living waters. When your calamity come and you cry out to me, I'm not going to hear you. Okay? Because when you had a chance to listen, you chose to be wicked. When the prophet spoke to you, when I sent my manservant out to warn you, you in your wickedness and your pride, you didn't hear. And so I'm not going to hear you when I bring death and destruction, all right, and fire on you. I burn down your whole city and leave you desolate. And it says, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountain of Israel, saying they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. You see, that's your mindset. You see. And that's what you're doing. You're consuming the Israelites, the wife of Yahweh. How stupid can you devils be? How stupid can you be? You would turn against Yahweh, the dumbest thing you ever done. You see? It says, thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. You see? The God of Israel said, I've heard your blasphemies and your boastings and your proudful tongue against me. The Lord, the God of Israel, the power of Israel. You've come up against me, not against them that you persecute, but against me. The God of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. All right. He's going to send his son Yahweh Shah with the sword. He said, I didn't come to peace. I'm coming to bring a sword. All right. And I'm going to destroy wickedness out of my holy mountain. All right. Because I am the end. I'm the beginning and the end. You see. And I'm going to put my spirit and my angels who will fight against you with my son, Yahweh Shai. And they're going to destroy wickedness out of Jerusalem. Okay, so you devils have something to look for. We look for eternal life. You can look for destruction and slavery, because that's what you're coming into. All right, and then after that, 1,000 years of rebuilding Jerusalem, the Lord said, I'm going to destroy you completely. All right, you know what it says in the book of Obadiah. I don't have to tell you, you devils, you've been hearing, you listening. You recording. All right. That I, Yahweh, have spoken to Edomia. All right. Mount Seir. I'm going to destroy you in my holy mountain. Now we're going to stop there. We're going to give our honor and our praise and our glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the house of David, 144,000 to all of those of you who are looking for the Lord to bring you into the new heavens and the new earth and give you the promises that was promised to Abraham. Shalom and a Baba.